Hello and welcome to the channel. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is in a fresh move to resolve the crisis rocking his party. Subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you. Atiku in fresh move to resolve PDP crisis. The need to give the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, adequate time to correct a big anomaly in the party before the February polls is the reason 5 aggrieved governors elected on the platform of the party are open to reconciliation, Saturday Punch can authoritatively reveal. The governors Nyesom Wike, Rivers State, Seyi Makinde, Oyo, Samuel Otom, Benue, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Enugu, and Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia States are demanding the resignation of the national chairman of the PDP, Iyorchia Ayu, on the grounds that the party cannot have a presidential candidate and its chairman from the same regional bloc. Although the aggrieved governors, have successfully inaugurated their respective campaign councils, the governors alongside their loyalists have been consistent in their stand that reconciliation is possible in the interest of the party if only the right thing is done. The governors, this medium learned, did not have personal hacks to grind with Atiku and were said to be considering working with him if only Ayu would tender an unreserved apology to them given his failure to keep his promise that he would quit his post if a northerner emerged the PDP presidential candidate. A source who works closely with one of the aggrieved governors told Saturday Punch that the governors are aware of the implication of teaming up with a presidential candidate of another party. They are not blaming Atiku much, even though they believe he could have done more. The problem is Ayu, who made a promise but reneged on it. I think things would change if the national chairman, can be diplomatic in his speeches. It takes nothing from him to just apologize to these governors for peace to reign, he said. Saturday Punch gathered that following the group's declaration of readiness to embrace peace recently, Atiku called on his loyalists to reach out and negotiate with them in a bid to have them return to the fold of the campaign council. Confirming this development, the media advisor to the former vice president, Mr. Paul Ibe, told our correspondent that the PDP presidential candidate had already activated a mediation team to work at brokering peace between the two parties. He said, when the aggrieved governors said they were open to reconciliation, we issued a statement in which His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar welcomed the idea and reiterated his commitment to mediation. As we speak, a lot of engagements are going on, but we don't want this to be a media thing. Talks are ongoing, and we are very sure this crisis will be over and everyone, including the G5, will come on board and join the campaign council before the February election. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, an associate of Governor Otom who does not want his name in print has blamed what he called the arrogance of Ayu in the crisis that had lingered for months. According to him, the crisis would have been over by now if the former Senate president had been humble enough to reach out to the aggrieved party and talk less. He said, Ayu is the reason the party is still talking about reconciliation efforts till now. Governor Otom called him and said, Chairman, you should be happy that I am part of the G5. He promised to take him round to see his colleagues, but Ayu's utterances have made reconciliation difficult. The man is too arrogant. He speaks as if he is the only one that went to school. You know, he once called the governor's children who were not there when they formed the party. When he attends public functions, he speaks in a manner no party leader would talk. APC chairman Abdullahi Adamu will not speak of their governors like that, no matter how much they disagree with him. Are the governors ready to sheath their swords? I will say yes. However, the national chairman should be mindful of his utterances. As an elder, he must learn how to stay calm. The board of trustees of the party assigned a 7-man committee to wade into the crisis a few months ago. Their recommendations that Ayu should commit to quit after the elections was neither accepted by the chairman nor the Wike-led group. Also, the resignation of the ex-BOT chairman, Senator Walid Jibrin, to pave the way for the emergence of Adolphus Walbara failed to assuage the governors who insisted that Ayu's seat must go to the south. Similarly, the reconciliation efforts by former President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, have not been able to calm frayed nerves. All these prompted Atiku to move on with his campaigns, even as some of his loyalists have continuously insisted that only Ayu could decide what to do with the promise he made while canvassing for votes before the convention that brought him to power. Meanwhile, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, has promised to set aside $10 billion to ensure that youths and women get employment. He also vowed to empower the youth so they could earn a decent living. Atiku made the pledge on Thursday at the campaign of the PDP in Ilorin, the Kwara state capital. He said, "I have promised that I will set aside $10 billion to make sure that youths and women get employment. We will make sure that small and medium enterprises will empower you to make sure you are gainfully employed so that you can earn a decent living. We also promise to restore security all over this country." They said that within 6 months, there will be no more insecurity. What we see is insecurity all over the country. It is total failure by APC in all ramifications. We are not here to deceive you. We are not here to tell you lies. We want you to be like what we are. We will bring you up, and we will make sure that you obtain your objectives. That is the reason why we are here. We are aware. We have not seen that the road infrastructure has been allowed to deteriorate. It was PDP that built that road, and they have come and they have not maintained the road, and the roads today are very bad and not motorable. 4 years ago, they came here and deceived you, told you lies. Is that not so? Have they performed better than the PDP? Are you going to vote for them again? Now, I know the problem of Kwara for a long time. Kwara is in the middle of the country, connecting the north and the south. We promise you that if you elect PDP at the state and national levels, we will make sure these roads are connected to both sides of the country. Earlier, the national chairman of the party, Senator Iyorchia Ayu, stressed that the party is on its way back to rescue the country. He charged the people of Kwara not to be deceived or sell their votes. The 5 aggrieved governors of the People's Democratic Party, meanwhile, led by Governor of Rivers State Nyesom Wike, did not campaign for the presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, as they flagged off the 2023 elections campaign in Umuahia, the Abia state capital, on Thursday. Speaking during the campaign, Wike vowed that the group, now known as the Integrity Group, will continue to fight for equity, fairness and justice for the benefit of the poor masses. He urged Abia residents to follow Governor Okezie Ikpeazu and ensure that all the PDP candidates for the 2023 general election were elected. He said the G5 governors will continue to support all the candidates of the PDP in Abia State. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.